Oh, I see Matt Haas in the green room.
Nope, it's not me.
You come in pretty quiet this time. I looked down. I was like, "Oh, there he is."
Can you see my image, or can you just tell that I'm there?
No, I see you. I see you.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Depends how I position all the preview screens on my vMix. But I usually know you're coming, so I try to put that window right face forward to me. At the right level. Yeah. Yeah. Very good. Already with a whole 3 minutes. Oh my god. Wunderbar. Usually it's 2 minutes. This time it's 3 minutes. And if I cut it back, I'm gonna get myself in trouble. We are here. Oh, I gotta do the vMix social. I forgot. That's what I forgot. Hit okay.
I'm trying to learn how to use the new device here.
New devices?
I think I'm figuring it out.
What kind of new device? Oh, you gotta save it for the stream.
I'll save it for the stream.
Yeah.
When the picture comes on, it's not really going to be my house. It's going to be AI.
It's going to be... it won't be my house, yeah.
One day we're all going to be just voices and just be like, we're all cartoons.
Well, he did have a cartoon version of Matt. Remember, he had a...
Yeah, Cartoon Matt, baby.
Cartoon Matt.
What's his name from Toy Boy? Oh my god.
TBJ.
Yeah.
That just lost my mind.
It was the three amigos. It was TBJ, Cartoon Matt, and then
Cartoon Rob.
Cartoon Rob, yeah, that's it. Yeah. And there was a show that they were all three on together, yeah. I remember that.
Yep.
We should just do the three of us, the pictures there. We don't have to do it. We could just do the voice in the back. We don't have to make it talking like TBJ.
Oh, they gotta move around and stuff. Gotta be animated. I tried. I couldn't get it to work. Yeah. Yep. Its software just didn't like my PC. Both PCs. I didn't try it on the other laptop, but yeah, I should. Yeah. Because not even the not even their preview, their trial version didn't even work for me. So it wasn't even the software. Some kind of incompatibility with our hardware, I think. Yeah, it was pretty strange. Yep, 28 seconds. Oh, I still didn't mute the automation. Damn, I always remember right before it's about to go on. Yeah, 16, 15, 14, 13.
10 seconds to launch.
10, 9, 8, 7. Yay! Hello,
hello.
Hello, Laura.
Stuart and Laura, greetings.
How are you?
I am glad I'm sitting down and not moving.
Oh, yeah, a lot of work for you. Oh, yeah.
I have been on my feet doing this, doing that, doing the other thing, and it's good to be in one spot.
Busy Saturday, wow.
Yeah, kind of went nuts. How
John
are you two?
Ventrini. Good. I see John
Good.
Ventrini's in the house. See him in the chat.
Hey, Mr. JV.
John Ventrini's in already.
Yeah. I'm still wondering where that
Aw.
finger is pointing to. 44 episodes. The mystery continues. He's pointing
If we
at the
told you,
live.
we'd have to kill you.
Yeah. It was supposed to be like pointing at the live, but I don't know if it comes through or not.
I came home and I was told, dude, I was so tired. I had a sandwich, and then I took a few minute nap. I was like, you won't let me sleep.
I
through
felt
the
so
show."
bad. I was like, Laura, it's 8:10. You gotta get up.
And then he put me on
Oh,
my monitor
no.
screen, and he's like, "You look so tired." I said, "Yes, I know."
Yeah. Should have had the coffee instead of the chocolate milk.
I
Yeah.
only drink so much coffee.
Yeah, she had a long day. Like as you too, Matt Haas. Yeah. Mine was very uneventful. Pretty bored today. Ugh. It's one of those days that I was like, I wish I was back into video games, and I was like, then I'd get nothing done. 0-0. Yeah.
Exactly.
So I was on the edge of buying a controller. Because the controller I have, I lost the dongle for it, so it's useless. It's a paperweight.
Oh boy.
So they want $32. I was like, $32? Yeah, it's not too bad, but the downtime, the loss of time, it's probably, I was like, nah. It's still on my list. It's still in my cart, but I haven't bought it. Yeah.
Is that to play any kind of game, or?
Yeah, well, most games use the controller pad, so yeah. It's kind of,
Got to get his Space Invaders fix going.
yeah. Yeah. No, I gotta find more stuff around that place to do. But that's a good sign, because that means I'm running out of garbage. I think of finding garbage things to throw away in my studio.
Okay.
Yeah, which is it sounds small, but my studio is technically 3 rooms, so full of stuff. Yeah, with high shelving.
You gotta get like one of those little games or something to play like that. Like I play solitaire once in a while, or I play Candy Crush.
Yeah.
Just to keep your mind going.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. I probably get the controller.
I would watch Stuart Vera on Kick or Twitch playing games, considering me a vote.
Oh, that's sweet. That's cool. Yeah.
I was going to get a Nintendo Switch 2 and then have a, awesome Nintendo things channel or something like that. But then I'm like, you know what? I can't do it.
Yeah.
Too many channels, not enough time.
That's a thing too. I'd have to have a controller.
Call of Duty hour 309.
I'd have to have a controller or another laptop or something to plug in to do video, because as we know, these video switcher programs takes the whole GPU. You can't have a game running and do video switching at the same time. So I'd have to spend more than $32 on a controller.
It always snowballs, doesn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. I do have an old Xbox, but when I tried the emulator, I forget how crappy the graphics were, man. It didn't excite me. I was like, oh yeah, this is what it was. But they had emulators for newer systems, so I was like, oh, maybe I'll get the controller and try the newer systems that I never got to try. Yeah, because even the screen ratio was like cut. It wasn't 16:9.
Oh, it was 4:3.
Yeah, it was just the original Xbox was right before they changed it.
Oh my!
So I forgot about that. I was like, this is crap. I had a couple of minutes of trying to play with it. I was like, I couldn't do it.
Lame.
Yeah.
Well, I was doing something very not boring 28 years ago.
28 years ago? Yeah? What was that?
I was in Las Vegas getting married.
Oh,
It's my
very good.
anniversary.
Happy
Happy anniversary! Yeah,
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
especially a good. Guys, we gotta. I mean, weddings are usually a good memory, but a Vegas wedding—that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I usually don't tell people I have a Vegas because they think, oh, I just had a shotgun wedding. No, we had 17 guests at our formal.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's like
the real deal.
like a destination wedding. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Sure. Oh, happy anniversary. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I want to go back. I think we mentioned that in another stream that me and Laura have been there. We want to go back.
I
Yeah.
want to do if anything, the cruise first, maybe.
They don't have a cruise to Las Vegas? Oh my god. Yeah. Landlocked. Yeah, probably cruise first. You're right.
Not double down on 11, no matter what has.
No matter what. That's why it says always double down on 11. It's not always asterisk. It's always double on 11. How hard is it? See, this is where John and I, we come to fisticuffs over this because he doesn't. There's one contingency where you don't double on 11. And me, I'm a purist. I always double on 11. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we never got to the cards. We were, I don't know, we stayed away from it. Only slots. Yeah.
The only one I like is the one where you have to get 21 blackjack.
Yeah, we should have did that at least.
About.
We should have did that. Yeah.
It's the only one I know how to play, really.
Well, it's
Easy
still
to
on,
understand.
still on our list.
If you can count to 21, you
We
can.
disagree. We had a fight about this at Falco.
Yeah. A couple black eyes and bruises later, we hugged and we made up, but yeah, they almost kicked us out permanently, but thankfully, John threw some fat stacks of Benjamins at the owner and smoothed things over. So we're cool.
That's funny.
Yeah, it's all good. Oh, I'm kidding. I kid. I'm a kidder. I kid.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm just a little slow. Don't mind me.
Yeah.
Double down on 11 unless the dealer is showing an ace and 8 deck games or higher.
Well, that works for him. It better. You guys would know better than me, so I'll go with the advice. Yeah.
You can follow John's advice if you want to be wrong.
I'm confident.
Hold on, Laura. Hold on.
What are you doing?
I gotta get something off the screen here. I'm just making an adjustment to the screen here. So I want to show something in a minute. Oh, there you go. You're back.
And this year it's June 16th will be 10 years that we're married. And then January 15th was 25 years that we've known each other.
Oh, that's what I didn't do. I didn't do
My goodness. Happy early anniversary.
I didn't do an AI picture for our anniversary. That's what I didn't do. I was trying to batch all the images that I have to do to AI. And Laura keeps telling me different holidays. I was like, okay. We didn't.
Oh yeah, you have to do the wedding.
The what?
The anniversary.
Yeah, anniversary. Yeah. We did the 1 year though. Did I show you that one?
Yes, I saw that one.
Just kind of a spoiler.
You're not supposed to do spoilers now.
No spoilers. Yeah, it's okay.
Gotta keep the audience coming back.
Oh yeah. Well, I might do another one. That's the one that says live. They put a hat on me without me asking. I don't know.
I got a so-called hat.
Yeah.
What is John saying?
Thanksgiving. Look at that one.
Ah,
Oh my
that's cute.
god! Look, it's all three of us.
Yeah. On the new ones, I took the 2 lines off your forehead there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, it's cute.
Let's see. I'm gonna rotate through them and see the new ones. Let's see.
Oh yeah, I see with and without the lines.
Yeah. Oh, I went the wrong way. That's why. See what? Yeah, I see without the lines on that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. This one I put it back because I guess because
Aw.
your expression, I guess I put the lines back.
That's fine.
That's
Yeah.
cute.
Yeah, no show this week. Not that we'll use it. I just wanted it I wanted it in the file just in case.
Sure.
Aww.
See, trying to Hangout streams New Year's Eve.
Why is Laura the only one with a drink?
I don't know. It did it all on its own. I don't know. I didn't say they put a drink in her hand. Oh, yeah, I messed up. There it goes. Easter. It likes putting things on heads.
Yeah.
Headgear.
Aww.
That's cute.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that was all the new ones. Yeah, that was all the new ones.
You gotta do the anniversary. Hey, you got 2 things for John Mancini. Damn fighting words. And what's the other this one? You typed too fast.
Yeah.
Or AI anniversary photo idea, the 2 of you renewing your vows in front of a carrot top.
Yeah, because in Vegas, Carrot Top. He'll be officiating.
And everybody has their fingers up now. It's like you're driving, avoiding people from Jersey.
Oh.
Well, officiating would either be Matt Haas or Carrot Top. They're the 2.
Well, Roy is a Dudist priest, so he.
Oh yeah, I thought you were
Yeah,
able to officiate. No.
No.
Oh,
That's
okay, that was Roy. Oh, okay, I got it mixed up.
He went on the
Yeah.
internet and became a Dudist.
Yeah, my friend Matt is my 2 friend Matts. Matt and his son Matt are both ordained also.
It was so funny because when we finally decided that we were actually going to get married, I said, you can pick the date. And I said, what date do you want? And he wanted his birthday. His wedding is June 16th, which is his birthday.
Yeah, this way I can't forget it.
So it's like 2 for 1. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, it works.
I said, if
works
you
for
forget
me.
your birthday and you forget the anniversary, you're in trouble. Fun fact, Matt has an open for carrot tops.
Has opened for Carrot Top. Yeah.
Yeah, it was my open mic night comedy routine that got me in the door and won me that gig.
Yeah.
I did stand-up comedy for one night, and I wasn't funny.
Yeah, well, at least you tried it. You got out of your comfort zone. That's good.
I got a couple chuckles. But it was much more difficult than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, and you got some public speaking experience. It should have helped you.
Oh, I do. Believe me, I've talked in front of big crowds, but this was a little bit different. You know, the lights come on, everyone's looking at you. Your center of attention. This is just a little bit different.
Catch a rising
barn.
barn.
Like, oh gosh. But to my credit, I spoke clearly, and I delivered the material, and it went well. It went well. The thing about that is, to be a comedian, you either got to be 100 or it's unwatchable. Like, there's no middle ground. You either are funny or you're not. Tough. 5 minutes? 5 minutes is a long time when you're on that mic.
I would think so.
We blab for 2 hours. Now, when you're on the mic, 5 minutes is huge.
Yeah.
Anyway, it was a great experience.
All the timing and gestures, everything's got to be clean on. But yeah.
My opener was funny. It took about 25 seconds to pull off, but I went up there with a small Starbucks coffee cup, and I got up to the mic, and I went like this. I started fixing my coffee, and then I put sugar in it. I go to the mic. I come back, and I keep fixing the coffee, and I take a little, and I'm like, I think this is funny, and I say, "What? When you show up to work, do you start right away?"
That's true.
Yeah.
Hey,
The tight 5.
5? Your best 5 minute set. The tight 5. Yeah.
I sort of went on a I set up the jokes too long. Like, you just gotta touch on the details and then hit them. I was, just trying to go through all the details and and then I dropped it, and it kind of worked, but anyway, fun. It was fun.
Yeah, like anything, it takes practice, right? So don't beat yourself up. Yeah, you did good.
People still talk to me because when I went, we had, I think, 11 of my friends went. Denny was there, and there were some people from the Senate, some of the staff from the Harrisburg Senators came, and a whole handful of friends. Anyway, it was an event. Sometimes I see these people out and about. They're like, "Oh yeah, I remember you did that." I'm like, yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. More than I would do. I'm too scared to do that.
I'm always afraid to go to comedy shows because if you sit in the front, they pick on you the most.
Yeah, that happened in Vegas too, right? When we were there, they were like, "Oh, if you want to sit in front, this is what you're gonna get."
What was it? We went to the girls' show or something.
It was some burlesque show. Yeah.
And of course they picked on Stuart in the front.
Yeah.
So it's your girlfriend. Whatever,
Yeah. They're like, "Oh, is this your girlfriend, your wife?" And she's like, she's trying to get me in trouble or something like that. But she's standing there with her boobs out, the whole thing, the feathers, the whole. She's talking to me in the crowd, like, face the crowd. To talk. Yeah. I was just scared. They did a whole routine. I can't remember the exact words, but in the middle of the song, like two songs in, they were like, "Stuart, you paying attention?" That was pretty funny. Like they stopped for a second. "Stuart, you paying attention?" And they kept dancing around. I was like, "Oh shit, that's cool." I'm sure they pick somebody new every night, but it was nice to be, in the spotlight for a second. Yeah. Depends on the comic. Some of the best cringe comics do the most relentless crowd work. Yeah, crowd work's got to be hard. Yeah.
We gotta go to the one over here. They have the comedy show, the Avenue. Just out of curiosity.
The place I
just
did
to
a
see
little work
what they
for.
have.
Yeah.
They got a couple of good people in there that they have popular people.
Yeah. It's a small room though. But I guess it shouldn't matter.
I mean, just to sit there for 5 minutes and or 10 minutes or whatever.
I don't know how long the show is, but yeah, we should look into that. Or even eating there. The food doesn't seem too bad. From what we've had so far. They gave us some free wings and stuff.
Nice.
The first night we did some work there. After my 18-hour shift, was it 14 hours? 14 hours of putting in cameras.
That's why one thing I like is when Stuart gets to places with the bar restaurants, because there was a place he went in the city. What was the one where you fixed the printer?
Oh, Bonchon chicken. We mentioned this before.
That chicken was so good. Did you bring home chicken? I don't care if you fixed it. I mean, I didn't.
Their tagline is we are what is it? I just messed it up. We are addictive or something like that. I can't remember. It straight up says they're addictive, and it is. It is.
Oh wow.
I used to go to Caroline's when it existed, but Gotham is
Gotham.
always great. There's nothing like the comedy cellar.
Yeah, we haven't been to any of those. That shows you how old I am. I went to Rodney Dangerfield's once.
Oh God, I went there for my prom.
Yeah, me too.
I'm sitting there and I'm like, are we gonna go see it? They were like, you don't see him there.
No,
That shit's
you see the other
fake."
comics though.
I
Yeah,
know, but I was like 21 years old. What do you
Yeah.
know? Well, not 21.
yeah.
Whatever I was. And I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
what? You're not gonna see it? No, it's just a play. He
Yeah,
may stop
it's
in.
like like Gotham and all these other places. They're just known for their comedy.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, but that chicken was
But
good.
as far as Queens, there seems to be a comedy crawl in Queens here that we should look into. Near we live in Queens, so
Sounds like fun.
yeah,
Let's set it up. Okay.
yeah.
But what kind of? It was like boneless chicken, right? Was it?
Well, they had all kinds of stuff there, but it was Korean barbecue.
And then you brought the bowl home.
It's
some kind of bowl.
They're based on Korean barbecue. That place, Bonchon.
You brought some kind of chicken bowl.
Oh,
home?
they had all, yeah. I can't even describe it, but yeah. They tried to pay me in food, and I was just like, "How much food can I eat?" I said, "You still owe me a couple $100 here. You gotta
I was
take a
like,
little off."
Stay
I was
in
like, I
cash.
like the food, but we need cash.
Yeah, I can't pay my rent and food. Curry. I don't know. I shouldn't say it. Never mind. I was going to say something about certain ethnic groups don't want to pay. But yeah.
I did some electrical work today.
Yeah, I saw that on camera. Right? Yeah. Very good. No shocking surprises.
No shocking surprises. The old hardware was removed. When I put the new one on, it stood off the wall about more than 1/4 of an inch. So I'm like, well, this doesn't look right. So then I put the plate on the other way, and it moved the bolt holes closer to the wall. And then I had trouble lining up the box with the plate because there's 4 screws that hold the unit onto the plate that you bolt onto the gang box or whatever you call it. I was at a loss. I didn't know, because how are you supposed to make screw holes line up if you're all the way seated against the wall? Like, I couldn't, like, you have to get underneath it, but you can't get underneath it because there's a wall there. And so I had to get really creative with it. I was using a awl, like a spike to kind of
To try to line them up. Yeah.
Yeah, I would try and line the bottom one up, and it would kind of persuade the top one, but not 1-to-1, just a little bit. Like, you really wrench it down below, and it just moves just a hair up top, but it was enough. So I got 2 of the 4 bolts into both units. So both units, they only have two screws in them instead of 4. But I'm like, I don't care.
Yeah, it's good
sturdy,
enough.
It's steady. So and then,
But you don't see an empty hole on the face, do you?
I do, yeah.
Oh.
Now, I bought some black caulk. I'm gonna run a bead of caulk around it, and maybe I'll just dab a little thing on the empty holes just so because it's a black box too.
Yeah.
So it's caulk. I don't know. I'm gonna somehow hide it. It works. And then once I flipped the power back on, it didn't work. Now, I didn't realize that.
Well, it has modes.
Well, it has a electrical box in it because it's one of the features. Oh, you get a porch light, but if you want an outlet, it's got a GFI outlet on it. And I'm like, maybe if I just reset it,
Oh,
the
it's
GFI
chipped.
outlet. Maybe the whole thing would work. I didn't know if it was separate, like the light bulb was separate from the GFI, but I guess it all runs through the GFI. So I did that, and then it started working. And
Awesome.
then, since it was made overseas, the instructions aren't super clear, and it tells you how to install it and how to do this. But then when it tells you how to do the settings, it says refer to the other booklet, and there is no other booklet. I'm like, because it has a motion sensor. My plan is when people walk up to the house, the lights will come on, and have them think twice about doing something that they shouldn't be doing.
I think that's cool that it has the outlet in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now I have a GFI outlet on the one and a GFI outlet on the other. So I have 4 electrical plugs right by the door.
So you did change both. I figured that you would just put up one. I thought they only sent you one. They sent you 2.
I made them promise to send me 2. I'm like, I will not do the video if I only get one.
It'd be so awkward. Yeah, you're gonna have one,
like,
not the same. Yeah.
I'm like, because I have to hire an electrician. I told him I was gonna hire an electrician, but I did it myself. I was like, don't do it. And then that was the last I heard of it. And then they had a question. They had some sort of correspondence about it. And I answered the question. I'm like, remember, you have to send me 2. like I was just being a jerk about it. But it's like, if I get one of these units and not 2, I'm gonna flip out. But then I spent $30 on, because I bought the caulk. I like those. What are they called?
Wagos?
Yeah. Instead of the twist, because I took the one off. I'm like, okay, well, there's one white wire and coming out of the wall, and there's one white wire that I have to connect.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's 2.
Yeah.
So I went to the store and I bought a bunch of doubles. Okay, and I wired it up. Works. Took the other one off. Oh, there's 2 white wires coming out of the wall, and 2, like they were twisted together because it must have controlled something else. I'm like, darn it! So I had to go back to Home Depot and buy the triple, the triple one, because the 2 coming out of the wall.
Yeah.
And white. So I had to do all that. So I had to make 2 trips.
Yeah.
Tuck my tail between my legs and haul myself back to the home store.
Yeah.
We did that, and then I helped rebuild a Chromebook. One of my relatives' Chromebook's not working, so I had to go to their place and fix that. So I took the whole family went. So it was Tracy and I, and all on our 2 puppies. So we had all 4 of us.
Yeah, you make it a nice visit. You
Yeah,
make a nice visit out of it. Yeah.
they were great. Our puppies are getting much better in the car. We're like, we got to take them in the car more often, because when they get in the car, they either get their hair cut, which is kind of, I don't want to say traumatic, but it's jarring.
Yeah.
Or they go to the vet and they get shots, which they don't like.
Yeah, they don't want to get in the car. Yeah, like, oh
Yeah,
no.
like we got to have happy car time. So we're gonna try and do more happy car stuff. And I think if I go to the big box store, Home Depot or Lowe's, I think I'm gonna bring one of the puppies with me, because I've done that a few times. So many people come out of the woodwork to pet the puppies.
Oh yeah.
I get 4 or 5 employees, 4 or 5. Yeah, I love it.
That's cute. Yeah. Little mascot.
That give happy time for puppies.
Yeah, sure.
I was telling someone the one time it was during COVID, and I had to park where they bring your stuff out to you, and the lady came out and she saw that I had Lila with me, and she was like, "How dare you not come in the car, come in the store with that puppy? You having a puppy outside is no. You have to bring the dogs in." She was just like, "Please bring the dogs in."
Hey, Roy.
Roy. Hello.
B&H. We're going to B&H.
I know, he must want to go to B&H. It's in our neck of the woods. I'll be there in 40 minutes.
Why, you want to come to Queens? Not Queens, Manhattan. Come visit us at B&H.
Yeah, we have a big meetup at B&H.
We almost had a big meetup at B&H with
Bring-
Tallboy, right?
bring
It
it-
didn't work out.
Bring your credit cards. Yeah, we almost. Yeah.
He was
Yeah.
like texting me during the day. He's like, "What time are you working to?" And
Yeah.
we can't. He's like,
But his plans were too his plans were too ambitious. I couldn't guarantee he was going to get to where he needed to on time. Yeah.
"Aw, what
I-
is it? One day? We thought you were planning it next week." Oh, sorry.
I do one day. Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes they have events there that are pretty cool. I met Loria there one time. She was speaking not too long ago. Was it last year? Yeah, last year.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah.
I kept
Tombach
convincing.
too, right?
Yeah, that was pretty good.
I kept convincing Stuart. Stuart was like, I said, "Just go." I said, "And when you meet Loria, make sure you get all your pictures."
Yeah. I wind up winning a mic arm and a bunch of other stuff. Yeah.
Not too shabby.
And then after he
Yeah.
came home and he had the picture with Loria, I said, I should have went.
Yeah, you should have, man.
Mama guide.
Is that Lala? Hi, Lala. Hello,
Hey,
hello.
Lala. Oh my god.
Mama guide. Where's
Popped
she?
on the
Very
stream real
good.
quick. I'm always so busy when she's
Tallboy
streaming, and
runs
she
on
streams
his
a
travel
lot.
plan.
Yeah.
Tight. He does.
Oh boy.
Well,
What did it say? Tallboy runs travel.
Run travel plan too tight.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
What
he
was it
had.
the day he wanted us to meet, he was like, okay, in the morning he was flying in, right?
Then he had to go to Harlem or something.
And then he said it was all day, and then like 6 o'clock or something, he was flying out. And then he was meeting somebody in between, remember?
Yeah, he wanted to go from the airport to Harlem or something like that, and then back again. And
Yeah.
I was just like, I don't know where we're gonna stick ourselves in between there, and you're gonna get there in time. I think he was under the impression that we drove, but we were like, no, I don't drive, man. So you'd have to. I can meet you and drop you off. Maybe that's what you mean, but no, it's not gonna work. we don't drive.
I keep forgetting it's Sunday for Lala.
Yeah. Plus, he was like, "Oh, how long does it take to get from here to there?" And I'm like, "Well, public transit, I can tell you." So I threw him for a curve there, I think.
Oh boy.
Oh, and the one for B&H, what was it? You were there, but he was leaving or something. He didn't message you. In
Oh
time?
no, he was there the day before.
Oh, the day before. That's what it was.
Yeah, and I was just like, "Oh, you should have said something, tall boy. I could have went down and met you." And he's like, "Oh, it was just a last minute thing." He didn't.
Roy's like, no one drives in New York City. That's right.
Yeah, see, even Roy knows it. It's one of the perks. It's not a bug. It's a perk.
And you gotta pay for everything. Now they charge. What do they charge? $20 to go over the bridge somewhere in Manhattan.
Oh, congestion pricing and all
Yeah.
that stuff. Yeah, it's New York, man. It's expensive. Yeah. We'll see if it lasts. Some people say they're gonna change it, the congestion pricing.
On
I don't think so though.
on Wednesday I was off, right? So I told Stuart, I said, well, Macy's and on Howell 34th Street they have a
Howard Square.
flower show. They said, well, you could go by yourself if you want. I said, fine, I'll go. So I get down there, I go, it's crowded as anything. I
Of
mean,
course,
between the
Macy's
people smoking and
smoking
the
pot.
crowds of people, and I was just like, what am I doing?
You
I
just
said, I
walk
wanted
anywhere
to
in Manhattan, it's
entertain
just pot
myself.
smoke everywhere.
And so he's like, take pictures. I was like, okay, I'll try to take pictures, but 50 people were walking back and forth, and I was trying to take pictures of the flower shows, and then I got the reflection of the window, and
Yeah,
but
I was telling her
like,
there's a polarizing lens if you really wanted to do that again. You see the reflection of the street when you take the picture.
you think there's no place to park in so many tolls. Yes.
Yeah,
We should parachute into Manhattan. That's the only way.
We could
Yeah.
do that, right?
like $10 an hour from $10 an hour for parking. If you find a parking garage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, so Laura had some pictures, and she was like, "Oh, I can get rid of some of the people in the crowd." She was using the feature on her phone that can delete.
Wow.
the-
Yeah.
It worked out pretty good.
Nice.
Yeah.
Look at you go.
Because I was laughing, I was like, well, I want to take this picture. And then people just kept, like, there was like, well, you can't have like 50 people in there, erase them all. I said, no, just 1 or 2 people.
Yeah.
I said, it's not so bad. I said, but it was,
Yeah.
and it was so cool. It was like, erase.
It worked pretty good, yeah. Until you zoom all the way in, you can see a distortion. But that generative fill is amazing.
Take the subway and walk the rest of the way. Yep.
Yeah, that's what the subway's for. You use it.
Yeah, and plus it's Macy's. Macy's is right there, 34th Street. You're literally walking out the gate to the Macy's. Yeah.
Yeah, the train station's right here. I'm like,
right there.
oh, it was about an hour ride, but I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Then I went to DSW, and I was going sneaker. I was like, oh my god, all these sneakers I want. I said, back in the days, I would go and buy like 50 pairs of high heels, but I would want to be comfortable, like to be fancy fashion. Now, all I want is 7 days a week, sneakers, and that's it.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that. It's age appropriate.
My one biggest goal is if I ever win lotto or I get a certain amount of money, I just want 7 days of sneakers and have a pair every day.
Oh, a separate one for each day. Okay.
Yeah. Just sneakers.
Yeah. Well, you do 3 pairs at a time now. It's not good enough. Wow.
And then I'm thinking, I really like the white pair of sneakers and just wear that just to go, just be in work so I don't have to worry. They don't get dirty in work.
Those would be your in work sneakers.
Yes,
yeah.
in work sneakers.
Yeah. You change them when you get there, like what's his name?
Mr. Rogers.
Mr. Rogers, yeah.
my boss was like that. He was so fun. But my boss was the opposite. So he would wear he wear the sneakers. Oh, I guess no. Yeah, he would wear the sneakers to work, and then he changed into his shoes. Mr. Rogers was the opposite, right? He would wear his sneakers during the day.
Oh, I don't remember, but he was changing all the time.
From work, and he would go casual. He would put on the sweater.
Right.
Yeah,
that's right. But my boss was the opposite. I said, they make sneakers so fancy nowadays. You can wear them all day to work. Be comfortable.
But he's an old school guy, so it's hard to get them to do that.
He's like, no.
Yeah.
But you could see the difference of how happy he was when he had them on.
But the sneakers, yeah, sure. Yeah.
And back in the days, we would always laugh because remember sneakers were always made with so much foam. Now you want all that foam because the comfort is like,
sure.
Oh my god.
Sure.
They still have the Brooks on sale. They're $109, I think.
109.
109.
What are you talking about?
Brooks, the
mine's still in
sneakers.
box. I bought an identical Brooks pair just because they were so cheap, and they're in the corner in the box, still in the packaging cellophane, in the packaging plastic bag. So once I'm ready for them, I'm just gonna break them out.
Yeah, I bought some extras too. 2 pairs, the same. Yeah. Figure before all these prices go crazy, get a few things.
My hack seems to be working because I have an issue where the bone of my heel, where it strikes,
oh yeah,
it's messed up, and I went through I had $400 custom inserts made to address it, and they were horrible and they didn't work. I tried every off-the-shelf Amazon product to help with it. Nothing worked. And so I take scissors and I cut a hole out of the sole, like the removable sole. And
if
I
it works.
put it back, and that gives me the relief I need just on the spot where it's tender. So so my heel is supported by the foam, but it's only supported like on the rim of the heel, and right there, the center spot. And I haven't had to go back for another cortisone since I've been doing it.
That's a good trick, man.
And I'm thinking, well, it's getting to be spring's going to be gone soon. It's going to be summer, and I'm going to be walking more, and I'm probably going to need that shot. So I'm like, should I schedule one more cortisone shot or not?
It's amazing how fast it works too. Yeah, I had it once.
It takes a couple days.
Oh, mine, it worked right away, instantly.
No, it takes me about 2.5 days before it's numb. Then it lasts for 6 months.
Mm.
My spin shoes have seen a lot of my feet. The
My spin shoes
Chimeneos have lasted me for 4 years and about 700 classes. Wow.
700 classes.
He's multi-hundreds on those spin bikes. You're supposed to do like one class a couple times a week. He does 3 in one day. Holy hell.
Mama Guy says, don't forget to hit the like button, friends.
Oh, I gotta do that. I'm gonna hit the like button now.
And don't forget to subscribe. He's got the 3D one.
I did my right.
Yes. Yes, you did. Yeah.
Now they say for runners, we're supposed to change our sneakers every 200 miles. So that doesn't last too long, because
Yeah,
if
it's
you're
easy to
running
do.
every three days and long runs.
Sure.
So you're saying you're not getting no more than 6 months out of sneakers?
Yeah. No, you get the economics. You gotta go more, but yeah, I get what you're saying.
And they actually have on one of the apps that I use, you can put your sneakers on there, and it'll tell how many miles that you used on your sneakers. Yeah. So, like, say you did 3 miles, let's say, and you had that sneaker in, it'll calculate all the miles.
Time to renew, like an oil light coming on your car.
And they'll give you the light. You reached this nut.
Yeah, change the oil light.
In PA, it was 2 on Monday, 2 on Tuesday, 2 on Wednesday, 1 on Friday, 1 on Saturday. Now it's 1 on Sunday, 2 on Monday, 2, and I don't know how much more there is.
3 on Saturday. That's just missing.
Wow. That's a lot of cycle time.
Yeah. He's going to be the spokesman for the cycle company. Yeah. At least the trainer, if he's going to go that hard, man. Jesus. Yeah. Yeah.
I caught some of Marcus's.
Yeah, Marcus seems to be back.
It was so cute, the whole introduction that he had in the beginning with Adam Tinkoff running. And
I didn't see that. He had a similar opening, but I don't know if it's a new opening or the same opening. I didn't see the video. Yeah,
if I find it.
Yeah, but he had his opening with a lot of different people in it, a montage type opening. Yeah.
He is a bundle of energy. I met him at Creator Camp, and
oh yeah, that's right.
Woo, he is always full throttle, baby. He doesn't back it down, and is genuine too. He is all over it.
Yeah, that's
classes
cool.
of Cycle Guard are off the hook. What an incredible environment! Truly has become a home.
Oh, good. Yeah.
Love to hear it.
Settling into some new surroundings. Good.
I have to. The only thing is, I may message Marcus just to give him a heads up on good sneakers. Because he was showing the one picture where he had the blisters so bad from the one pair of sneakers, and I was like, you really need good soles if you're gonna do a lot of walking.
Yeah.
Is it possible to get replacement soles? What's the thing that slips out? Is that called the sole?
Yeah, but I don't think they.
Oh, so
they said, well, if there's defective, we'll send you new ones. I would just like a whole handful of them, so I could just slide in when the one gets kind of. Now the rest of the shoe is still, used, but Man, see, I need an in. I need someone at the factory to send me like a whole stack of 11 and a half, you know, Brooks, 11 and a half wide, sold.
He's putting it out there in the universe. Anybody listening? Send them 11 and a
How
half.
much he spends? Classes. Oh, I thought he spent class 200, Wednesday 5:45.
Yeah, he's got them numbered.
200. Oh my goodness. Imagine. No, actually, don't do. It's like, I wonder how much sweat you've produced in those 199 or 198 classes so far.
Tomorrow, I think, is the bike race that they do for the 5 boroughs, like the marathon. They do 26 miles for bikes. I don't know where they start. They may start in Staten Island. I'm not sure. I've never really done it.
Yeah, I wonder how well those classes that John does, how well they translate to real bikes. Like if he got on one now, how well would he do? Yeah.
Plenty of sweat.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is, when you're on those bikes, your miles are faster than anything else. Like what you're doing in 10 minutes is like maybe 2 miles or something like that.
Well, it's great. It's no obstacles, no getting around trucks and everything we have in New York here.
Like when they have those stationary bikes, you can go, like they have the mountain rides and.
Yeah, it's kind of like the treadmills. They go up and down, like the tension.
Mm-hmm.
I love riding bikes. I rode bikes all my childhood, all throughout high school. I have a motorcycle license.
Yeah.
Now I've got the e-bike. I'm a bike person.
He's got them all.
194, 195, 196, 197, 198, 199, 200.
And one.
Cray.
Yeah. What windows am I on? Okay.
Hmm?
I got my windows all mixed up here again. Okay. I'm on the right one.
You two know I will have show 1000 toward the end of July.
Yay!
And my plan is I'm going to put out a call for people to donate prizes so I can just like nonstop give away prizes. Yeah. So I'm working on like a pitch deck, like, hey, you got a YouTube channel, you got merch, hook a brother up type of thing. So.
What do we have? We have 6 more weeks? Or 1 year?
Something like that.
We're 44 tonight?
This is 44, so yeah. Getting close.
We do a lot of, what's that word? And high resistance stuff on the bikes. Plus it's called cycle bar because we do upper body movements with 4, 6, 8. Okay. John, whatever you're typing, right where the 8 is, that's the only thing that shows up on the...
Yes, it
or
does.
10 bars. It says at the last. You didn't miss much.
Okay.
I usually opt 2 to 10.
2 bars. Wow, 10 pounds. Okay. Yikes. Yeah.
You don't see the whole thing either? Like when you see the whole thing, right?
Well, I'm looking at the regular chat. I'm not looking at the... You're looking at the vMix web interface, which cuts it off. I don't know if there's an adjustment to that.
See, Ecamm has several different options for captions. One, it will fit everything into the space. Other, it'll make the window, like the box that it's in, bigger.
Limit to 140 characters. I guess I can up the characters.
Limit to infinity.
Like there's a checkbox to turn off the limit to text, so I'm gonna take it off. I'm gonna check it off.
Drop some emojis now, John. Let's test it.
Yeah, just do a long text or something. Yeah, it's checked off now.
John could type a lot.
Yeah, I don't know if it'll resize itself. I don't know what it'll do. I never played with that. Trigger. There's not much controls besides that. It says repeat entries.
John, just hold the key and let it keep going. Oh, okay.
I don't know why it has repeat entries. It can detect if there's repeats.
Oh, if someone's spamming the same thing, maybe.
But that's about it. They don't have much
John's
controls.
thinking of something to tell.
Well, now we put him on the spot. He's not going to do it. Yeah. Yeah, it's funny. Yeah.
The weather's too warm nowadays.
There he goes. He's got something there.
I didn't see it.
I see it.
The only thing I see is the last one.
It's coming.
Oh.
Is it not in VMix yet? Does it take a while for it
It's VMix seems a little slow to get it.
Oh, you see now it's better. Everything's there. A lot of emojis, including face,
See,
orange.
it types out the emoji name sometimes.
Oh, is that what
Yeah,
it
he's got a lot
is?
of emojis, yes.
Mm.
If you look at the real one, it's all colorful with the emojis, yeah.
Mm. So at least you can
But
read
yeah,
everything
it
now.
all fit in there.
Yeah,
Okay.
There's always...
Remind me to save VMix before I
Yes,
turn it off,
Yes.
because then it'll save with the check, what the
Can you
adjustment.
save it while we're live?
I am afraid to, because
We don't want to lose nobody.
it does this stutter type thing, and I don't know what it'll do to the stream.
Okay.
Because it's a big file. It's about a gig. Yeah. So it kind of freezes when it's saving. Yeah. But do you normally just save when you're in the middle of a production?
There is no save on Ecamm. Whatever you set, it's set.
Oh, okay.
See?
Yeah.
Ecamm is which one is now superior? I guess that's kind of hard to tell.
Yeah. I don't know. I only got one. I get no other choices. So.
That's true. Most people don't know both.
Yeah.
It's a weird use case where you would have to know both.
Yeah. Which we used to do both all the time. It was
David Foster.
David Foster. You're right. Yeah, I was just thinking for a second. David Foster. Yeah, he was probably the only one.
All VMix, and then he got the Mac
OBS.
Studio.
He used to use OBS too.
Yeah, he's not too happy with.
Yeah.
At least he wasn't for a while. I don't.
Yeah.
You know, he does both. He's multi-talented.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, if you got that much hardware around, I guess you can do that. I'm all PC. I can't afford that much hardware, which I have more than most, but I don't. No.
So in 2 weeks, our office is our library getting Windows 11 and new
Yay!
computers. Woohoo!
Finally. Let's see how many computers get replaced because they can't handle Windows 11. That's going to be...
Majority of all of them, probably.
Yeah. Yeah, it's probably most of them.
When you see them walking out with the cart and all the computers are on there, it's like,
Yeah. Going to the graveyard.
The graveyard.
Yeah.
I got to see the graveyard, I told you, at Central.
Yeah.
Oh my god, the thing is, they got closed, like, gates.
Yeah.
All computers
Yeah.
out there.
Yeah. Most big buildings in Manhattan and stuff, for the tenants and stuff, they have to have a recycling program. They have those big cages that hold all the e-waste. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Didn't your father used to collect all the what all the
better stuff? He used to try to go through it to try to get some of the better stuff. Yeah. But it's an open resource there. You know, people bringing stuff down. You know, like you bringing down your trash, you see like 10 computers stacked up. You're like, ooh, you start looking through them, man.
We would come over to his apartment and his father would be sitting there going, you see this one? I built this one. I built
Yeah, I
this
built
one.
this one, I built that one.
He's
It's
got
like, well,
5 hard drives.
he's got a
and-
constant flow of parts coming his way. So,
That's great. My one friend, Jimmy, he had his business in Manhattan. He was a maker. He made, his deal was, if you need something made where I can come drop it off, I'll make it. So he would get with contractors who need mirrors and tables and things like that. But if it had to be like a built-in bar, then he wouldn't do that. He wants to build it in his shop,
yeah.
put it on a truck, and then deliver it somewhere. And he had this whole episode where it was stuff in his home and in his shop that he found on the streets of Manhattan. And he had all these stories about what he found and how he found it. And the one time he said a guy was coming out of a work site and there was a dumpster, and he was taking these brand new toilets and just tossing them in the
Smash!
the toilets. And he said that the toilets were made to look like old-timey toilets, but they were absolutely brand new.
Yeah.
He saw him do it 2 times, and he was coming the 3rd time. He's like, whoa, what are you doing? And it started talking to the guy. He's like, oh yeah, it's policy. The client bought them, but now we can't use, or we bought them for the job, and we can't use them, and so they don't go back in the market. We have to destroy them. He's like, yeah, I'll take that off your hands. And he took it off. So he had a brand new toilet. He got off the streets of Manhattan right before it was about to get smashed.
Yeah. So lucky he let him take it, because some guys are sticklers. They're like, no, that boss told me to destroy it. I gotta destroy it.
I guess the guy didn't give a flip, or
Yeah.
I forget if he offered him some money. Maybe offered him like a small amount of cash, or I think he just let him have it. And he's like, what do I care?
Yeah.
Boss said to get rid of it in the dumpster, and as far as I'm concerned, it's gotten rid of, or whatever it was. So
Laura knows the look on my face sometimes. She's like, no, we can't carry it. I'm not carrying it. I'm like, come on. I'm just thinking about it.
Or the best is he'll be by himself, and he's like, come on, Laura, you gotta come back with me. We gotta carry this home. I'm like, are you kidding? I just got home and everything. And
I'm sure it's still there. Let's go back and get it.
Like, we gotta go get it.
Yeah. But my dad was in the heart of Manhattan, so he was in a good spot, right near City Hall. There's a lot of good stuff around there, man. Plus, he lived in a very large building, so just very neatly stacked with stuff for him to go through every time he would bring down his own trash or whatever. And he'd be like, going through it.
Remember the entertainment unit that he got from there?
Oh, yeah.
That
Well, that was one of the
one?
neighbors. Yeah, it was going to wind up in the down in that dump thing, yeah.
He was
My brother wound up getting a huge entertainment unit. It was gorgeous.
I saw something else where MSU, the college, like there's when after graduation, the college kids will throw away all their furniture, and a lot of it is
In the
really
dorms,
good.
yeah.
It's dorm furniture, but it's basically a year-old furniture, and so people know to kind of like swarm around at that window of time and try and find good end tables or chairs or whatever.
Yeah. Upgrade theirs traded out.
Like even office supplies, things to hold your books, or like pencils, or
all that stuff counts.
Folders.
Sure.
Wasn't the college by your dad too?
Oh, there's.
What was the college over there?
I don't know, but there's a bunch.
Well,
it's Manhattan.
Well, the hospital was across the street or something. Not Sinai or some hospital was over there.
I can't remember exactly.
I don't remember the name. But there
wasn't
was a school,
NYU.
Pace University, wasn't it?
Oh, maybe it was Pace. Yeah. That sounds familiar. Pace.
He was like right by the Brooklyn Bridge, right? Eddie?
Yeah, City Hall, right? Brooklyn Bridge, City Hall. That stopped right there, like Gold Street stuff.
Yeah, he said.
Gold Street, Wall Street's down there.
Not to talk about sad stuff, but I remember him saying that he was outside his window and he saw 9/11. He's literally like,
Oh
there.
yeah. He could see the Twin Towers from his balcony and the Brooklyn Bridge.
Oh, man.
So yeah, we sold that apartment after he died. But it's funny, I was on the phone with him, and I was like, I seen the building collapse on television,
Yeah.
and I'm on the phone with him. I'm like, Dad, are you on the balcony? He says, yeah. I said, the building just collapsed. I think there's a big smoke cloud coming your way. You better get off the balcony. And he's like, no, I'm looking right at it. And he was like, oh, shit.
Oh my god.
Yeah, then he went inside. And then shortly after we lost the phone call, it was like, at least we know he got inside. Yeah. Then most of the communication died for the whole Manhattan. But he said a couple of days later he got out and he was fine. But it was just funny, that whole thing. I'm watching TV and there must be a delay. So I'm like, you got to see it falling down. You must have seen it. It's got to be, his view should be first.
Mm-hmm.
So he must have turned around. He must have just turned around and looked at it like more consciously and was like, oh shit, it is falling. And then ran inside.
That was the other thing that was so funny, because I was at work, but I wasn't at the library. I was working somewhere else. And I called Dude and I was like, dude, just put the TV on. I couldn't explain anything.
Yeah.
And he's like, those buildings could never. And next minute, the whole thing.
Yeah, I was like, they could never fall.
Yeah,
Oh,
and then just the whole thing just went down. I was like,
yeah.
I saw a picture the other day because I get history pictures. And 1970 was when they built it. They had a
Yeah.
picture of them building. the
Yeah,
World
they
Trade
went up
Center.
fast too. Yeah.
I was like, oh my goodness.
Yeah. But that was a weird time. I laugh about it because he was all right, so I can laugh about it. Yeah.
It
Yeah.
was a tough time, baby. That was a tough time.
Yeah. No, it's funny that Laura says it about me when I was like, they can't fall, and then the doubt in my father's voice when I told it to him. It's like we're almost the same. That's funny.
He was like, the buildings, and I was like, just look, it just collapsed us now.
Yeah. Yep. That's all the things that we remember. Where were you in points in history?
I was trying to get our network switches back up because when it was happening, our network switches wigged out.
Oh yeah.
I was listening to the news. People were telling me what was going on. I was following the news best I can. I was trying to get our network back up, and it was weird. It was odd timing. I don't know why our network would go crazy in Pennsylvania, and it was the switch hardware too. And I'm like,
Yeah.
God, I can't get to the server anymore. I'm like, I don't know what's going on. So I was trying to fix that, trying to figure out what was happening. And
You had to swap it out. Some. Yeah.
forget what I did to get it working, but I did. My cousin was at the Pentagon 3 times a week on, when it happened. We didn't know if he was working or not. It was weird. It was tough.
Yeah.
Thankfully, he wasn't there that day.
Yeah. Yeah, there was a plane directly hit there. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very, very weird times.
Get your little mouse right under your nose.
Oh, well, the stream doesn't see it. You see it. Yeah.
No, I can't see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Evan was 1 year old when that happened, my boy.
Wow, that puts it in perspective. That's 1 year. Yeah. Yeah. Many moons ago.
They made the school in Mascot, the Hero School. Was
Yeah, there's a
built.
school near us called the School of Heroes.
It's called the Hero School.
It's dedicated to them.
We
Yeah.
dedicated to that. We built 2001.
Yeah. Yeah, they still call it that. School of Heroes. Yeah. Yep.
You had to fix your laptop this weekend, right?
Oh yeah, my laptop.
Oh my goodness.
It just wouldn't see the network. The internet was working fine, but I wouldn't see anything on the network. I got NASs, I got other computers, I got other laptops. It wouldn't see nothing. So I share files, everything to the NAS, and if one of my computers can't see the NAS, it's garbage to me. I was just like, oh my god, what the hell? I tried everything. I had to reload Windows on the computer. Yeah, because I need a workout plan. I plan to start walking again this weekend.
Great. I've been watching my steps ever since my heart issue. And,
yeah.
Okay,
Roy, at least a treadmill.
I'll encourage you. We could do a virtual YouTube. I'll go live and be like, "Hey, Roy, let's go walking."
Yeah. Well, if people see you walking, Laura, they might walk too. Yeah. At least encouraging videos.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I said I could do a marathon. We'll do 10 minutes. Everybody will do a virtual, and everybody will be walking.
This is my check-in for 1,000 miles. What did you do today?
1,000 miles? What, you trying to kill me there, honey?
Sure.
Roy and I took a big walk at Creator Camp. I think there was a restaurant 3 miles away. We're like, Dad, you want to walk it? We're like, why not? Strapped on our sneakers and off we went.
It's a beautiful day. Why not?
We took an Uber back. It was dark.
People used to laugh at me because they're like, how do you do 20,000 steps in a day? So I said, first of all, you have kids, right? So you go to Disneyland. How many times do you walk around Disneyland? So just think of it as that way.
Yeah.
I'm not crazy. You're doing the same thing.
Most of the people who say that aren't tracking their steps. You can do it surprisingly fast. Yeah.
I said, if you got 3 kids and you're going to Disney, how many steps do you do in a day?
Chasing them around.
Running around and going. I said, I'm not crazy.
Sure.
Yes, I intend
when I lost
to do
my,
a little too much.
I asked one of the security guards at Hershey Park how many steps he has, and he tracks it. He's like 27,000 steps a day. He was taking me all over the place because I was trying to get my key back because the key had a Apple AirTag on it.
Oh, I remember that episode. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And he was taking me here and here and here, and then I had to go to the main security office and then back to somewhere else and walking. And he did eventually, we got to talking. That's a lot of steps just to work.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Of course, I got to go through all the places you're not supposed to go,
The secured zones. Yeah.
I even saw the warehouse of all the old signage. And
That's cool.
Where they're like, no pictures. I'm not gonna take any pictures. They were worried about me being there because there's metal signs out. They didn't want me to scratch my leg and have tetanus or something like that. I'm like, dude, I'm an adult. I'm competent. I'm not gonna crash into anything. Just find my freaking keys. Nothing found them.
Yeah.
And I hope nothing happens to these keys, or my car's useless. Car won't start without keys.
Wow.
I only have one left.
Yeah.
It fell in the river.
Maybe you should get that cloned before you lose it. Oh.
Do you know how much it costs to get a key made? Because they're all fobbed and they have your
radio frequency. Yeah.
Special. It's multiple hundreds of dollars.
Wow.
I'm doing that. I think in 2005 it was like $120 to get them done. I can't only imagine what it costs now.
Yeah. Well, I just worry because it's the last one. So.
Well, the car's getting up there in years, so maybe I won't have it much longer. Although if I start having car payments, I'm screwed. Can't afford that. Gotta pay in cash.
Yeah.
So you two don't have to worry about cars. Cars are a huge pain in the...
Not yet, but it's it comes up quite often that we might have to change that.
Well, I'm telling you, it's a whole thing. Because you got to pay the car loan, and then you gotta pay to get it registered. You have to pay once for the license plate, and you have to pay for insurance, and then you gotta pay to put gas in it, and then you gotta pay to get it upkept, with all the maintenance and the oil change and the tire rotations, and the brakes are bad. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Then you gotta pay to get it inspected once a year.
The maintenance and everything, yeah. And congestion pricing.
And if you're in a place where there's no street parking, you have to pay to park it.
Yeah. Yeah.
We still have my mom's car. She has a 1968 four-door Plymouth car.
Yeah. All steel, gonna kill somebody with that thing.
Only thing, as of now, the last thing is the battery needs to be changed, and it needs to be flooded because it has.
They're gonna wind up just junking it.
They don't want.
Yeah.
But
somebody has to love that car to take that car.
But it was so funny.
It's gonna be junked. That's what it is.
When we were younger, in our 20s and 18, all the guys, the metalhead guys that we used to hang out with, they wanted that car. They were like, "What you could do with that engine and everything." And my mother said, "If anything is missing from that car," she's like, "I know who did it, so I don't want to know nothing." And they all used to eye that car like every time we hung out. My mother would go to church. She'd come out, and some people would be like, "How much you want for that car?" He's like, "I'm not selling it. It's my car." He was like, "I'm going to church with my car."
Because that's all she drove it for, to go to church. That's it. It was in perfect condition.
We went to church. We went to Stop and Shop, and that was it.
Yeah. Groceries and church.
We would be so cold in the car because the heat would never come up. So we would freeze by the time we got to church or whatever. With blankets on and...
Tracy, my wife's dad had a car, and he worked up the street, and then the grocery store was a couple blocks away. Never went anywhere with it, and it was old. It was like 15, 16 years old, brand new. Like, it looked brand, the original paint job, pristine, this thing. And it was like I don't know if it was a Jeep, but it was like it was a Honda, but it kind of looked like a Jeep, sort of. Anyway, it was really nice, and people were like, when they found out how old it was, they're like, "What the hell? Did you come back in time, or did you go forward in time? Like, what the hell?"
Yeah.
And it was green, so we were 18 years old driving in this green car. We were like hiding whenever we were past the friends and everything. It was like, "Oh my God, Bobby, what are you doing to us?"
Yeah.
And she named it Prince. It was Prince. What's she named it? Prince Valiant.
Prince Valiant.
Prince Valiant.
I didn't remember that one. Prince Valiant.
A green car. The green harness.
The Green Hornet.
On it, yeah.
It's raining here. The dogs are a little... You doing okay, honey? Are you doing okay? It's just raining.
You got your own juice today?
Yeah, somebody was sleeping. I had to get my own juice today.
Aww. But you didn't get the right cup.
Well, see, you left me alone. I got the wrong cup.
What's there?
Probably next year. Trying to get the puppies on TV. It's a puppy.
Yeah. He doesn't know what a camera is. Like, look at the camera. What's that, Dad?
Not even looking at the camera.
Didn't know what the camera is. She's like, Dad, why is Dad holding me up in this direction?
Stuart and Laura, that you did good in the car today.
Howdy, the puppy.
It's a good car, puppy. Oh, Mom's coming down.
Looking everywhere else.
Yeah. That's cute. Which one is this?
This is Stitch.
Stitch. I still can't tell them apart.
Again. All right. She exited stage left.
Mama stole the puppy.
She took one of them. Where you at, Lilo? You have Lilo too. Oh my. She took both my puppies.
Well, at least you know they're in safe hands. Yeah. Yeah, so getting back, I had to reload my computer, the Windows.
The laptop.
To
get the network working.
Yeah, to get the network working, and
can't you just like re-download the network drivers or blah blah blah?
I tried all kinds of crap. Yeah, I didn't want to do it, but usually it gets rid of all the programs and saves all your files into a folder, so you can still have it, and then you can repopulate or whatever. This time it did it, but it kept all the files in the same exact spot, so it wasn't bad. My desktop was still the same, everything, but it redid all the other files, and I had to reload a few programs, like 5 different programs, but it wasn't too bad. I keep the laptop pretty light, so it wasn't too bad, but basically I had to reload it again. If that didn't work, I'd have to just throw it out, because without the network connectivity, forget it. And I was telling Laura, I was like, I've done a million of these computers. I can't figure out what the hell's wrong with it. Because I kind of feel bad because I never solved the problem. I just reloaded it.
Well, what were we gonna do? What were we gonna do that night that you were looking for a program, and then you said, oh, you couldn't connect.
I don't remember
You
what
were
I was
gonna
doing.
download something.
Oh, yeah. Because the download program wants to find the NAS to put the download somewhere, and it says, an error. It says not found on network. So I was just like, fuck, I can't download. I was some movie we were trying to get. I can't remember what it was, but yeah.
Oh, the Connors.
Oh yeah.
Connors.
Yeah, it was the last 4 or 5 episodes of the Connors I had to get. Yeah.
And the next minute he turns on the computer. He's
I turned on the other computer, and I was like, I don't want to download on this computer, but I was like, I got to do it. Like 20 minutes, I had it set up and humming away, downloading on the big computer. Yeah. Which I'll keep it that way for now. Yeah. Yeah. I worked through it. It wasn't bad. Each time I run into a network problem like that, it gets easier and easier. Windows, I'm surprised they made it. They're streamlining that process. To reload itself. It was pretty quick. Yeah.
Oh,
So
that's good, I suppose.
yeah, but I never
it's bad. It crashes so much and making reloading it easier.
Yeah.
That's the way it looks.
Well, crashing. I know it doesn't crash as much as the older systems used to. I really have a problem with crashing. The only problem I have basically is the memory. My laptop is only like 8 gigabytes of memory. So Chrome runs really slow. There's like a delay, and every time I click on something, there's like a 2-second delay. But I don't blame that on Windows. It's just it's an underspec'd laptop, So Windows, I really haven't had a problem with and crashing or nothing. No. Back in the day, yeah, they've really come a long way, man. Yeah, I know you're not a Mac, you're a Mac user, but yeah, I really have no complaints besides like the occasional network connectivity problem, Yeah.
I reformatted all my machines this year. Every one of them. Well, I got a new one, so that one came done.
Yeah.
And the other ones, I've wiped them clean, put them all back on.
Yeah, they say you gotta do that every once in a while. I heard.
I'm telling you, man, I'm cranking out content with these multiple computers I have. I got a whole system. These files go here. These go here. My editing drive is on a mobile, external drive. I can edit on this computer. I can bring that external drive, plug it in then it's the same. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
Love it. Love it.
Yeah.
And when the external fills up, archive it off, empty the trash, make a new library, roll up the number. I mean, my production systems are dialed in.
Yeah. Well, your laptops are pretty good specs. The one I have, I'll tell you the worst part of that whole recovery was trying to get to back up my files. It was I don't even know what's the first USB, right? The one with the black plastic, not the blue. But the speed, I mean,
slower speed.
Yeah, it's the first one. So on a ThinkPad, I don't know, they're not marked blue or anything; they're black. So I guess they're the slower speed. So I'm trying to use a hard drive to get off the all my information in case something goes wrong during the reload. I didn't want to lose all my files, so I'm backing them up. First thing to do is back up, then reload. So I had to leave it overnight to get all my 68 gigs of files. Took overnight to get off the drive. That's how slow it was. Yeah.
Man.
So that sucked. So if any computer you're gonna get, make sure that you have a good way to get your files off. I couldn't get them off through the network because you couldn't see the network. Remember? So I had to go USB.
Offloading with the USB-A, the slowest protocol.
Yeah. So that was probably the hardest part of the whole thing. What did you say, Mama?
Guy said, "Yeah, great boy, big boy, and I will join you. We start out every other day walking. My tummy is way too big now. People think I'm."
Yeah, that's my biggest problem too. It's my belly fat.
And what is this one? I also feel sluggish. I know, it's carrying. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Sluggish because my knees are not carrying me. Yeah, need to lose the weight. Much better health. Wow, all the comments are fitting into the screen now.
Yes.
Yeah. Should have checked. I should have looked at that a long time ago.
Oh, I did that one. Yes, maybe, like I said, Mama Guide and Roy, I'll try to do a virtual thing and we can all encourage each other and join.
Yeah.
We'll plan it somehow.
Yeah. When's your next day off?
Next week.
Next
Saturday.
Okay. Well, make a promise to us that you're going to make a video or live by your next day off. We got to put the screws on you too to do videos. Yeah. Mama Guide says, "Oh, that would be good."
I'm getting it. You can plan for next Saturday.
Next Saturday. Oh, that would be great, Laura. Yeah. And then she can come on the video and say, well, you guys can talk about it on camera on the next Saturday. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's cool. Oh, Mama Guide's always up for a challenge. That's good.
The only thing I have to plan it a little different for Mama Guide because she's morning and we're night, so I have to do somehow. They're different. I like to do it.
But Mama Guide somehow makes it onto our show like she is now. So.
That's great. Every time she puts out the wooden YouTube placard, people love it.
Oh yeah.
They're a lot of fun.
Subscribe.
I'm a big fan of pushing it to the camera. Some people just do this, which is fine. You can do that. But when you push it into the camera, bam!
I used to do that. Now I push it all the way and do it. Says, "Good job."
Yeah. Gotta encourage her. Yes, please.
Mama Guide, you could join if you want. Right?
Yeah, sure. The fourth window is always open.
I'm getting tired, and I do need to finish off a video that I need to shoot some footage while it's nighttime, and I'm still awake, so I'm not going to hang around too much longer. But
Mama Guide, I'll keep in contact with you. We could try to plan something. I'll work on it this week.
She says she's actually teaching right now. Oh, I hear thunder. Is that?
hey, make it dance, baby. Yeah, it's thundering and lightning.
There's supposed to be a very bad thunderstorm, isn't there? Or something?
I don't know. I have no idea. I wasn't watching the weather today.
She said she's actually teaching.
Oh, okay.
But she said I'm making them do
Exercise
exercise
worksheets
worksheets so I can chat.
Oh, multitasking.
Is that what the teacher does?
Multitasking, huh? You want them all
Uh-huh.
quiet, just pass out a test. Yeah. Talk to you later.
What did Mama Guy say?
TTL. Talk to you later.
Yes, Laura, just be a minute. Yeah, for sure. What is it, 10 o'clock? What are we, an hour and a half?
I don't know. I gotta look. 1 hour, 31 minutes.
Yahoo, what?
1 hour, 31 minutes.
Yeah, look, it's raining pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Right.
Yeah,
Right over the house.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna be in the yellow for a half hour.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So it's gonna rain buckets here.
Good thing the dogs are with
It's
Mama.
crazy. Yesterday evening, cool, clear, boom, wall of water for 15 minutes, and then gone.
Wow.
Like, okay.
That's how it is in the tropics, man. Yeah. Go to Puerto Rico, it's like that.
Florida is like that.
Yeah,
The
Florida
rain's
too.
like that
Yeah.
too.
Just because the
And the
squall
next
comes out of
minute, all of a
nowhere.
sudden.
Like, yeah. Uh-huh. The world just
And it was
stops.
weird 'cause it was moving sideways, and it was moving sideways in one part of the house, and then it came straight down, and then it went back the other way, and it was like, oh my god, we're in a tornado. But we weren't. Yeah. Pennsylvania. One thing about Pennsylvania, it has weather. We get it all. We get the heat, we get the snow, we get the rain, we get everything.
Mm-hmm.
That's why our roads are complete garbage. Because the freeze and thaw and oh man, it's just brutal. You go down south where it never gets below freezing and everything's pristine. These roads last, 40 years and it look great. Plus our state government doesn't repair roads fast enough.
Yes, you're right, Stuart. It's like that for us. Cozy when it's too hot. Evaporating is fast and choke. Heavy clouds form and thunderstorms. Ensure just for an hour or so.
Yeah, just to keep everything nice and wet. And it's got to, and then it goes
And then
away.
it
It's like
becomes
sunshine
more
again.
humid.
Yeah.
Well, Roy's a South Carolina resident and also North Carolina. That weather is quick changing in those two states, where it could be sunny and then it could be raining and then it could be sunny again, all within the same hour. It's crazy.
Yeah.
In Pennsylvania, we get the extremes. It's usually not rapid fire as much as those southern states, but yeah, especially if you live near the coast, stuff blows in, stuff blows out. It's erratic.
Well, that's the only. That's one of the good things about it is that you just wait, and then 20 minutes, it's going to be all sunny again.
Exactly. It could be. Yeah, it really could be.
Yeah. I gotta get some new music. I haven't looked in a while.
It's kind of chill. I like it.
Yeah.
So
It's
what do you
not.
say? An hour and a half?
Yeah.
Oh, you said you heard that somewhere else because I was at Home Depot and I saw their poster. Look at this.
What happened?
What?
What?
This poster at Home Depot. I mean,
Free
okay,
assembly,
fine.
free delivery.
But this steak here,
Yeah.
it's the same steak as my Fogo logo.
Oh,
They
yeah?
used Adobe stock footage. I have the exact same Adobe stock footage photo of those 3 pieces of meat on the fork. Now they added the fire, but
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, Home Depot has an Adobe account. I see what you're doing.
Mama Guy says, I love your fall winter. We don't have 4 seasons, so we love going there. When it's fall and early winter, I cannot do winter too much. I hate to break the news to you, Mama Guy, but we only have 2 seasons. We have winter and summer.
It's hot or cold. That's it. Yeah.
No.
Right now it's like 80 degrees. Oop, gotta
Come
go.
to
My students are done.
Pennsylvania. We'll take you in Pennsylvania, Lala. You'll get all the seasons.
Yeah.
We get the fall, we get the spring, summer, and winter. Yeah, for sure.
Mama Guy said, oops, gotta go. My students are done. Hee hee. Laura will wait for you at the have a great night and rest, my friend.
Good
For
night,
sure,
Mama
yes. Lala. Hakupen.
Bye, Lala. Always good to have
Bye.
you on the stream.
Hi, G. First. Oh, listen, she forgot to say hi to JB.
Oh,
It's all good. All good.
yeah. If JV's still here. Don't know if he's still here.
No.
I think I'm turning into a pumpkin.
You're turning into a pumpkin?
Yes.
Oh,
We should probably call it.
you call it early. Yeah.
It still
I guess
counts
so.
as a full episode.
Sure. An hour and a half is pretty good for anybody's. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I won't complain. I'm very happy to see you guys and talk. Yes.
And I woke up in time. I didn't give you a hard time.
Yeah. Just a little.
I always little.
For what it's worth, I took a little nap today too, kind of before the show. Not as late as you, Laura, but yeah, I took a little nap. I'm going to try and integrate more naps. I think that's what my body needs. Is
It
more little
does.
naps.
You'd be surprised when you need that little nap.
Sure. A little power
After
rest. Power nap.
I came home from ice cream after all that running around. I ate my
Mhm.
ice cream and I'm like, took a little
That'll
power
do
nap.
it. That'll do it.
Like Stuart always says, after I do a run, I take a nap. He's like, but you just ran. I said, okay, now I need a nap.
Just they come hand in hand. That's it. Yeah. Yeah.
Can't argue that logic.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Enjoy your anniversary.
Yeah. Enjoy the rest of your evening.
Thank you. Thank you.
And I will
Bye,
continue.
Stuart Rivera audience.
Bye, guys.
Night.
Have a good one. We'll do the
Stay in
outro.
trouble.